Hello and welcome. It's Japan, and we have Night of Champions coming up here this weekend, and we are going to do a little bit of a prediction video. I love doing these prediction videos; they're just always, honestly, just so much fun. So we're gonna jump into it. We got 6 matches on the card, a little bit of an increase compared to our normal 5, but 2 more of them just got added on Raw, so it makes sense why we got them. So let's jump into it. So we'll go from, I guess, the 2 non-title matches, or like basically just grudge matches. We got Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Honestly, I'm so glad to see Karrion Kross get this. I think he's just a good guy. He's a good guy. I think he's a solid wrestler. I like his gimmick. I like everything about him. That I'm glad he gets this opportunity here. He's one of the top merch sellers. I think him going in there will also help that, and I think this will be a good gauge to see where he should go next, because obviously if he does a good match, the crowd's behind him, the collective WWE universe is behind him. He should get a decent push here, and I think he wins. I think he beats Sammy just to prove to Sammy that, like, yeah, you're not ready for this world championship, and to put Sammy even back a little bit further, and could possibly set up another match almost as like Karrion Kross being his gatekeeper to being like, until you beat me, you can't get the championship. I like it. I like that idea. To me, everything there fits perfectly. So I'm completely on board with this match, and I'm happy to say I think Karrion Kross is going to win. Next up, we have Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight. This match is kind of a weird one because it honestly could go either way, because like Raquel's going to have the deck loaded here with having Roxanne Perez possibly helping her and maybe other people of the Judgment Day. I think they're really not going to use anybody else. It's just going to be Roxanne Perez, but it will solidify Roxanne being like, I'll help you with the tag team titles. And so I'm kind of thinking Raquel is going to win it here. I really don't want it to be, because I definitely think Rhea deserves this win and needs the win. But I kind of low key think it's going to be Raquel with Roxanne helping her retain. If not, it's just going to be Rhea pushing through both of them. I still think it could be that way, but I kind of think Raquel's going to win here with the help of Roxanne Perez, and then she's going to give the tag team title to Roxanne Perez, and this will set up a tag match with her and maybe Nikki Bella or Rhea and Nikki Bella versus the tag team champs at Evolution. There could be something big that comes from this match, so I guess I'm on board for that. Next up, we have the U.S. Championship match, Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. Honestly, I feel like this is not like a one and done match, so I'm thinking Jacob retains here to set up a match at SummerSlam where Solo pulls the title off of him. I think this is definitely like a 1 to 2 3, like a one or three, 1, 2, or 3 tied match. Why? I don't know why I'm doing anything crazy, but I could see, possibly being a Night of Champions match, maybe a Saturday Night main event match, and then maybe Solo finally being able to beat him at SummerSlam, or maybe like JC Mateo taking one of those matches too. I don't know. I feel like Solo definitely should be the one that dethrones Jacob Fatu, but I'm not sure if here is where they're going to do it. But if any title was going to change, this would be the match that does. Obviously, we have all these 6 matches and only 2 titles on this one. It's kind of crazy. Obviously, we had AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio match got kind of canceled, and I think it's probably going to either get moved to Saturday Night Main Event or even SummerSlam. I think like SummerSlam is too far out, so I think it has to be Saturday Night Main Event if Dominic is not actually hurt. If he is hurt, then they're just gonna have to do what they got to do. So, yeah, the other title match is John Cena versus CM Punk. I feel like it's John Cena. We know he has so many gigs left, and so many different like stops along the way, that he's not losing the title anytime soon. CM Punk would be a good choice for them to lose. I feel like this ends in like no contest or something crazy. I really feel like it's maybe not a John Cena win, but just John Cena retain. Just because these two are lifetime 6-6 against each other, and this is their 15th match. They had one no contest and one, I think it was like count out or double count out or something. I think it was, but they're tied perfectly. So I feel like in a universe like that, it ends up still being tied. I think, unless like there's that CM Punk's fine with it. I feel like this type of rivalry should end up on a tie and then just completely be done with. So I think it should be like a double count out or a no contest or a DQ, something that allows them to do it. Which with having 6 matches, we could see just like a crazy like John Cena just punches him in the dick and then like that's the end of the match and it's just 2 seconds. I could see something crazy like that happening on one of these matches, and this would be the match to do it because there's enough matches that you wouldn't feel completely like bummed out that you missed out on other stuff, and then maybe they set up another match between these two at Saturday Night Main Event or something where it could bring a little bit extra star power. But then we go to the King and the Queen of the Ring. I feel like these ones are a little bit difficult to choose. Not the men's as much as the women's, but the men's, it's Cody Rhodes. It's Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, but it's Cody who wins here. It doesn't make a lot of sense to have Randy versus Cena again. If this was just like the champion or the King of the Ring gets to pick who they go against and he picks Gunther, I could see that. That would be perfectly fine. I would be cool with that and feel like Randy actually would win this. But because it's against your brand's champion and he would have to face John Cena, and the whole thing about Backlash was that was their last match and all that, I feel like they'd be doing a disservice of having people then not being their last match. So I feel like it's Cody Rhodes that retains or wins here and faces John Cena at SummerSlam to possibly get the title back. But I feel like that's what they're going to do. Plus, it would give, Cena those ability. He's not on a lot of shows between here and SummerSlam, so I feel like they need somebody like Cody Rhodes to be able to keep up their feud with only having maybe a few interactions like they did kind of going into WrestleMania. Next up, we have the Night of Champions, Queen of the Ring one, which is Jade Cargill versus Asuka. Now, this one is kind of a hard one for me because honestly, both of them make sense. Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam is great. That's kind of what they've been building at for a while. I could definitely see it being a good match, possibly with the Naomi cashing in. I could see Jade Cargill actually even beating Tiffany to then get cashed in by Naomi, and then setting up a lower, like the last half of the summer going to fall rivalry between the two. That makes a lot of sense. But Asuka versus Io is just, that's a bucket list match that I would want to see again, because there's not a lot of time that we might not see that match, because Asuka's obviously getting older and she just came off injury. We don't know how much time she has in general. So I would be very pissed to be able to not have that opportunity to see that. So it's kind of a hard decision. I believe they're going to have Jade Cargill win it, but my sentimental pick is Asuka. So I'm a little bit 50-50 on this one. I have conflicting ideas. And yeah, I feel like this PLE is going to be pretty good. It's in the middle of the day on Saturday, so don't forget that it has a early start time. I think it's noon in my area, so that's a little bit of waking up early for me because I wake up at 2 because I work nights. So yeah, I'm excited for this one though. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope I hope it is. There's a lot of different stuff that could happen. I don't think we're having any really crazy surprises. Like I said, maybe Roxanne Perez shows up to help Raquel. I really don't see anything else really happening. There was a lot of possibility saying like The Rock could to help John Cena. I don't think that happens until like SummerSlam or something if they're actually he ever shows up again. But yeah, I feel like it's a pretty cut and dry PLE. Nothing too crazy happens. I don't think I see a title changing anytime soon, even with the SmackDown titles, because we have a loaded SmackDown with 3 title matches, which I should do a video on, and I might do that at some point this week too. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll have a review of Night of Champions. It should be on Sunday. We do it the day afterward. So if you guys like that type of things, just like, comment, subscribe, because you'll see it and turn on the little bell and you'll get the notification. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.